Hello, YouTubers. The new Time Travel Jaime 88. I'm back with another Doctor Who DVD review. This time, we're going to look at Doctor Who Colony in Space. This is a very good performance, but a little bit clunker. It's a little bit tap slow. I agree with Tesla Coils. Nevertheless, this review was requested by Maisie Jean Rose. Thank you very much for the request. This 6-part adventure is transmitted on April 10th through May 15th, 1971. And this is the 4th serial of the season 8. Yeah, the 8th season, anyway. Speaking of that, here's the plot. 3 Time Lords are meet the observatory and to discuss the 5th confidential files relating to the Doomsday Weapon. The Begrutten realized that the only man can help them. The Doctor, accompanied by Jo Grant, is temporarily released from his exile and sent in the TARDIS to the desert planet of Uranexus in the year 2472. There, he finds an outpost of human colonies living as farmers. The colony is not a success. Land seems unusually poor and recently being beside by the representatives of the Rapturous Mining Corporation and more recently Furious Reptiles. The colony governor, Robert Eisen, makes them welcome and explain the colonists to flee a year ago to a planet to escape the overcrowding and pollution of Earth. 2 colonists die in a reptilian attack that night, and the next morning, a man named Norton arrives in the settlement claiming that he is from another colony that was wiped out by reptilians. While the Doctor is investigating the dome of the dead colony, he is surprised by a mining robot controlling Catwell, a mineralogist for the IMC. Catwell invites the Doctor to talk to his boss and hears their side of the story. His superior, Dent, is ruthless mining engineering who has been using the mining robot to scare and now kill the colonists. Something which Catwell finds repellent. Dent knows the planet is rich in rare minerals and wants it for the IMC, and its greedy troops agree that should be done at any cost. The original inhabitant of the planet, known as colonists as primitive, had truce with the colonists, but this is tested when Norton kills the colony scientists and blames on the primitive who he insists are hostile. Later, Norton sees communicating with Captain Dent, implying that he is in fact a spy sent from the IMC to further disrupt the colonists and not the sole survivor of the similar colony he claimed. The Doctor, meanwhile, returned to the central dome of the colonists, having invaded an IMC attempt to kill him, and explained to Ash that the miners are behind the death. An adjudicator from Earth is sent to deal with the complex over the planet. Where he arrived, it turned out to be the Master, the nesting of Viper in Doctor's bosom. Yup. In this ally, he determined that the mining company claim to the planet is stronger. The Doctor and Jo have meanwhile ventured to the primitive city from an image on cave wall. They intercepted. It was once home to an advanced civilization that degraded over time in the heart of the city. In a room filled with massive machines and glowing hatches, they encountered a Doomsday alien known as the Guardian. It warned them that Intruding into the city is punishable by death, and let them go, but warn them not to return. The master adjudicator is heard by returning Doctor and Joe. Still, in the adjudicator guise, he tells Ash that the appeal will fail unless there are special circumstances such as historical interest and intrigue. When Ash tells about the primitive city by the plot, this plot, he finds out more about the planet and the primitive city, while Ash is drawn away from the Doctor and began to lose his credibility with colonists. The Master then manipulates the Doctor into accompanying him to the primitive city. The situation between the colonists and the miners has meanwhile reached a flashpoint with a pitched battle between them. Dent and his force triumph, and he staged a false trial of Ash and Winton, the most rebellious of the colonists, sentenced them to death. But the communicating of the science, if all colonists if the colonists agreed to leave the planet in their damaged old colony ship, which first brought them to Utarax. Inside the city, the Master tells the Doctor that the primitive, once an advanced civilization, before their civilization fell apart, they built a super weapon that was never used. And he wants to claim this weapon for himself. The room of machinery in the city is a heart of the weapon so powerful that the Crab Nebula was created during the fire test. The Doctor rejects the Master's overturn to help him rule the galaxy using the weapons, stating that the absolute power, evil and corrupting, the Guardian appears demanding an explanation for the intrusion. The Master explained that he's come to restore the civilization to its former glory. The Doctor argues against him, and the Guardian recalls the weapon led his race to decay, and its radiation is ruining the planet. It instructs the Doctor to activate the self-destruct, which he does. The city begins to crumble, and the Guardian tells them they must leave before it's too late. While the Doctor and Master flee the decaying city, they found Caldwell and Joe and the four to get out before the city exploded. The colony ship has meanwhile exploded and on takeoff, as Ash predicts it would. However, the colony leaders was the only one to die. He piloted the ship alone to save his people. Winton and the colonists now emerge from the hidden and kill or overpower the IMC men. With Caldwell has switched side to support the colonists. Amid the confusion, the Master managed to make his escape. The battle was over. The Doctor explained that the radiation from the weapon was what was killing the crops, but this limiting factor has now been removed. Earth have agreed to send real adjudicator to Araxis, and Caldwell had decided to join the colonists. He tells them he can help with them power supply. The Doctor and Joe return to the TARDIS, which unit headquarters mere seconds after he left. After accomplishment, what the Time Lord is intended. The Doctor is once again trapped on Earth. Yep, great episode. One of my favorite parts is the Brigadier, when he saw the TARDIS disappear, he said, "Doctor, come back at once." Now they reused the same shot again at the end of the closing credits. Let's get on to the DVD feature, shall we? Here's the still pictures. On the DVD extras, we have commentary by actor Katie Manning, Bernard K., Morris Perry, director Michael Brent, script editor Terrence Dix, and assistant floor manager Graham Harper, moderated by Toby Haddock. IMC needs you from the cutting room floor, photo galleries, PDF material. Here's the still pictures from this, the DVD, sorry, the disc for Colony in Space. I love this cover. And it had the purple BBC logo on there. This is designed by T Lady Design, by the way. However, a 16mm color film trims location sequence exists in a short clip in the Doctor Who 30 Years in the TARDIS. I didn't know that. However, all the PAL tapes has been wiped. NTSC copies returned from the BBC in 1983. However, when it's released on DVD, the unrestored clips crop and scan. However, 4 seconds were missing from the VHS and the US master of the story. 2 lines of the dialogue has been restored. Yep. So that's it for you guys. And remember, out there, if you have a Doctor Who DVD that you would like me to request, feel free to post a comment on my channel and make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. That's right. I'll be happy to continue to request some Doctor Who DVDs. Till we meet again, this is the new Time Travel Jaime 88. Find me on Facebook. Thanks for watching.